Your husband has been in the spotlight. He's been an outspoken critic of President Trump for a while, in the last year and a half, speaking out against him on Twitter. And the president responded outside of the White House yesterday. Here's what he said. Got to get your reaction to all of this.
I don't know him. He's a whack job. There's no question about it. But I really don't know him. I think he's doing a tremendous disservice to a wonderful wife. Kellyanne is a wonderful woman. And I call him Mr. Kellyanne.
Your boss calling your husband a whack job. What's going on?
Well, my husband also has been very critical of the president publicly, which is unlike him, just because he's traditionally been a very private person. In 2016, which was known as the year of the tweet, George Conway sent exactly 0 tweets. So this is new. And what also is new is not supporting the agenda of the president and my work there. I appreciate the president defending what he thinks is unfairness. That I'll leave that up to him.
I mean, you're saying these grievances should be discussed in private, and yet he's out tweeting. Yesterday he tweeted, "You're nuts. You are nuts," to the president. You know, he's called him lots of names over the last year. So what does your husband say when you say, "George, let's leave this private and not go on Twitter"?
You can ask George that, but I certainly have had those conversations. Just for me, I think the media is getting into a very dangerous area, though, in discussing people's marriages, which is not what's been tweeted about. And I noticed a few people yesterday as self-designated marriage experts who we clearly know are not. They are, I guess they call themselves reporters, but what has happened to journalism, really, where journalism has become, for many people, literally their jobs are watching TV, as they are right now, and monitoring Twitter. I'm not being asked to choose between my marriage and my job. Donald Trump the president has never made me feel that way, Maria. I know George is quoted recently as saying, I wish she didn't work there.
So does he want you to step down, George? Does George say? Yeah.
Certainly. But what message would that send to the feminists everywhere who pretend they're independent thinkers and men don't make decisions for them? They can talk it and I can walk it.
So first things first, feminism isn't just being a woman. It's respecting a set of values, not a genetic predisposition. But for Kellyanne Conway to call herself a feminist when the person she's in service of is the complete opposite of a feminist negates her entire position. She is shilling for a man who has cheated on his wives and demanded the women he's cheated with sign documents buying their silence. He's talked about women in disgusting ways.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Your Twitter account has several disparaging comments about women's looks. You once told a contestant on Celebrity Apprentice it would be a pretty picture to see her on her knees.
You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even know. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything.
And he holds a position on abortion that takes the control of women's bodies out of their own hands. Nothing about this president is representative of feminism. And because Kellyanne Conway holds a high position in this administration, not only doesn't make her a feminist, but she's actively defending a man whose every stance is an attack against it. But Kellyanne also took the opportunity to, of course, attack the free press.
What has happened to journalism, really, where journalism has become, for many people, literally their jobs are watching TV, as they are right now, and monitoring Twitter.
She claims that journalists are just watching TV and tweeting, which is funny because her boss spends an inordinate amount of time watching TV, Fox News specifically, and then tweeting about it. In fact, here are Trump's tweets about Fox News in just the last few days. Tweets promoting content from Judge Jeanine, Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, Jesse Waters, Kennedy, and Stuart Varney, among others. Trump's Twitter feed has so much Fox News content that really all it's missing is Metamucil commercials and MyPillow ads. So while Kellyanne predictably takes aim at journalists, who have emerged as the unsung heroes during the Trump administration, she should really be careful about throwing those stones. Kellyanne might be keen to shame her husband into supporting her simply because she's decided it's the job title and not the substance that merits all the praise, but the credit goes to George for publicly speaking out when his wife clearly doesn't have the integrity to do so. Because remember, George Conway is a conservative. It's not like this is Rosie O'Donnell or Kathy Griffin trashing Trump. This is a Republican, one of the few who have decided that he would rather put country over party. And every time Kellyanne chooses to take Trump's side as he goes after her husband, she's letting history know exactly how she wants to be remembered.